Once upon a time, there was a sad raven who felt very unhappy with his life. One day, while sitting on a tree branch, he started crying. Coincidentally, a monk was sitting on the same tree, and a tear from the raven fell onto the monk's cheek. Startled, the monk looked up and noticed the crying raven. Concerned, he asked the raven why he was so upset. The raven poured out his heart, expressing his deep distress. He felt unloved, shunned, and despised by everyone. People treated him with disrespect, and never offered him any food. The raven believed that death would be better than living such a miserable life. Upon hearing the raven's sorrowful words, the monk's heart was moved. He tried to console the raven, explaining that one should learn to find happiness in any situation. However, the raven couldn't understand the monk's wise words, and continued to cry. The monk, determined to help, proposed a solution. He told the raven that he possessed a mantra that could grant the raven's wish to become something else. Excited, the raven asked to be transformed into a swan, believing that being a beautiful swan would bring him the happiness he desired. The monk agreed to grant the raven's request, but advised him to seek the opinion of a real swan first. He instructed the raven to approach a swan and inquire whether the swan was truly happy. Meanwhile, the monk would wait for the raven's return. The raven happily flew away to find a swan. He eventually spotted a swan gracefully swimming in a pond. Approaching the swan, the raven complimented its beauty, assuming that such a magnificent bird must be the happiest creature in the world. To the raven's surprise, the swan responded with a heavy heart. The swan said, "Even though I look beautiful with my white feathers, deep inside, I feel like something is missing. I see other birds with their bright and colorful feathers, and I envy them. I think the parrot, with its vibrant hues, must be the happiest bird in the world." Motivated by the swan's words, the raven sought out a parrot. He marveled at the parrot's colorful appearance, assuming it must be the happiest bird. But the parrot revealed that it felt unhappy because it was kept in a cage and feared being trapped and confined. The parrot believed that the peacock was the happiest bird with its dazzling plumage. Driven by curiosity, the raven embarked on a search for a peacock. After a long journey, he found a peacock in a zoo, attracting crowds of people. The raven approached the peacock, marveling at its elegance, and assumed it must be the happiest bird in the world. Sadly, the peacock shared its sadness. Despite its stunning appearance, the peacock felt imprisoned in the zoo. Its colorful feathers were often plucked for decorations, causing great pain. The peacock admitted to feeling miserable. Shocked by this revelation, the raven asked the peacock who it believed was the happiest bird. The peacock observed the zoo and realized that the raven, who was not kept in a cage, was the only free bird. People didn't try to catch and trap the raven, as they did with other birds. The peacock realized that being able to roam freely without being confined brought true happiness. Upon hearing this, the raven flew away, and for the first time, felt happy to be a raven. He returned to the monk, and said that he no longer desired to be anything else. He was content with who he was. And so, the raven embraced his true nature, appreciating his newfound freedom and acceptance. From that day forward, he lived a contented life, no longer desiring to be anyone or anything else. In our own lives, we often fall into the same trap. We make comparisons with others, and when we feel lacking, we become sad and start blaming ourselves. We forget to appreciate what we already have, and this creates a never-ending cycle of unhappiness. Instead of focusing on what we don't have, we should learn to find happiness in what we do have. There will always be someone who has more or less than us. If we constantly compare ourselves to others, we'll never find true happiness. The happiest person in the world is someone who is content with what they have. Let's remember this valuable lesson, and strive to be satisfied with our own blessings. By letting go of comparisons, we open ourselves to a more fulfilling life. May we always wear a smile, appreciate the beauty of our own journey, and find contentment in the present moment. So, let's embrace gratitude, and learn to be happy with what we have. Instead of dwelling on what we lack, let's celebrate our unique blessings, and find peace in our own hearts. May Buddha's wisdom guide us, and may we always wear a smile on our faces.